It seems like we get information at warp speed, especially now about the economic recovery in the U.S. Eric is with us again from SBC. Let's talk about the Fed chairman. Spoke, it seems like ages ago, but it was just less than a week ago. And it seemed like he was saying that there's no limit to what they can do. Is that really what he said?
Yeah, Jerome Powell, when he came out, he said, basically that there's no end to the type of resources that they have when it comes to last resort printing. But as far as they have to kind of resort to that at this point in time, because like we talked about last time, their monetary policy tricks or their tools that they have really been exasperated at this point in time. So they really need to focus on just trying to print that money, hand it out to the public, keep things going until we get through the bulk of the crisis, if you would. But now with the openings of things, this is when we're, if you're watching what's going on right now, this is where all the real problems, bankruptcies,
sure,
huge companies, airlines, you name it, are all starting to show that they have big problems ahead of them.
Pier 1 Imports said they're going to open their stores and liquidate everything, and they're going out of business.
Right, and they're done. Along with, one of the other big ones is JCPenney's.
Sure.
And they've really survived because, from my understanding, they've always had ownership of a lot of their stores as far as the real estate was concerned. But even they are looking to close down, and things are. We always knew that things were going to fail as time went on.
Sure.
But not all at once. Therein lies the real problem. It's just it's an overload into the unemployment.
So what does it do in your world?
As far as with our world, meaning gold and silver and precious metals. Really a lot. And the reason why is because those that have concerns, especially with things like IRAs, 401ks, they can come to us and we can help them put into something that will hedge the actual value of the currency. And as we continue to print, you're going to see inflation.
Okay, so let's talk about another thing as we open. Now we are in part of a worldwide economy, and legitimately a worldwide economy. A building rift between the Trump administration and China. What do you see happening there, and what could happen there?
A lot of things could happen. And one of the things that has been brought up in many different, news conferences or daily chit chats, if you would, is, hey, what if we made them pay for this?
Right.
By making them forget of our debt. Well, China's the #1 largest holder of U.S. debt. But what does that mean? To just wipe the slate clean, then you're not going to pay them? I don't see that working out well for anybody, really. I could see that becoming hostile at the best level, almost violent, if at the worst. So I don't know how that would work out. I really don't think that's going to be the direction that we end up going.
And then if that ends up going a little bit sideways, what does that do in your world?
Everything. At that point in time, people are talking. To stabilize currency, who knows? Maybe people do need to run back to gold, or the government does, to try to stabilize the currency by backing it some sort of fractional way. Or it's so. We're in such the twilight zone at this point in time. I have a hard time even considering all the possibilities. But gold, the nice thing is, it's been around for 5,000 years of trade, and it'll be around for another 5,000 years of trade. So that's why people run to it.
And that's why asking you to come in has been such a good resource for us, because in the uncertain times, people are looking for someone that can just give them advice that's sound, that they can believe in, at least give them some place to consider. That's why I recommend people going to your website and people coming and making an appointment, because it's not something in a 4-minute conversation we can solve, but at least people can see you're going to be able to sit down and give them advice and talk through all these things when they have those concerns.
Oh, absolutely. And we really appreciate you bringing us on, and all the people that have come in and we've helped throughout, especially this crisis. That's what we're trying to do for our, especially here at home in Arizona. It's what we're doing for our community, is helping them out with this.
Information is king, and this is one of the great places to get honest information. Make an appointment, go to their website. You won't regret it. I'll be back. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.